Washington Nationals.
I'm lessons, I'm written law, thoughts food. More than when I was school, I was sure to cross borders. Even though we was only groomed to take orders. Stand for the count, bounce, leave our daughters all caught up like sheep. Leave our daughters, but it's all. What does it matter? I'm here to kill a chatter. 9 lives maybe.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, DJ Hurts. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Second baseman,
well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next offering is downstairs. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lyle under this one. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty.
Left fielder,
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Foul ball there. Two outs, base is empty.
Ball 1.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. And that'll do it. Miami down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Jacob Young. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1.
Ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And there's one down. Next to hit for the Nats, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The throw to first, out. And that is out number 2.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Luis Garcia. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. The next pitch misses. 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And it is 2-1. To the right side. Over to first.
He's out.
And that is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. That misses the zone. Ball one. Hers
1-0.
measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Rosario fires over to first.
That's an out.
1 out in the second. So digging in, Griffin Conine, coming off a good one. 4 for 4 yesterday. Slider right there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said.
2-2.
Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
At the plate, Davison De Los Santos. And it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Ruiz down to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Josh Bell.
First baseman, Josh Bell.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Right through there for a strike. Weathers fires. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. That one ripped. Brings it in. 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Keibert Ruiz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Struck him out looking. Nationals goal. Well, here we go. Top of the
Leading
third
off for
scoreless
Miami.
game.
First
And at the
baseman,
plate for Miami,
Tristan
Tristan Casas. Hers back to work. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Rosario makes the catch for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Fouled off left side. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Nice grab on the run. And a couple of quick outs. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Runner on the go again. On the ground, right side, and base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. Out number 3. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That's a strike.
1-1.
And that misses, and it's 2-1. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground, and that one handled, and he can't come up with it.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Runner on the go, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And he's in safely at third with 1 out. And now, Dalen Lyle.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. The lefty, the 1-0. And fouled off. Runner on at third, 1 gone. And that one fouled off. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Hit on the ground to the right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Young takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner takes off. Ball outside.
He's in there.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Young around third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 2-0. Stepping in, Luis Garcia. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Center field, Edwards on his way over, nabs it, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3. New inning getting started, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Young coming in on it. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ramirez, the next to hit, takes outside. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch inside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third, Rosario. To first, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Now he breaks his bat. Makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips into dirt. In the air, right side, Conine hauls it in for the out. 1 down. And now up for Washington, Paul DeYoung. Clips the corner. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One out, bases empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
In for a strike, and the count 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So man aboard, Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Reached on an infield single his first time. Now this is in the air down the line. Conine pulls that one down, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Outside low, ball 1. De Los Santos in his rookie season, just 21 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first. No swing, he held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Next
No.
one misses, and it's 3-2.
Full
That's a good
count.
pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. High fly ball, right field. Call. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now batting Tristan Casas. He's 0 for 1. Way high with that one. And that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one hammered way back there. And it's gone. That one felt good. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now Dane Myers gets him to chase after that one.
0-1. That's a ball.
He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Xavier Edwards.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, he's
No
been
ball.
incredibly efficient in
One
this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
1-1.
And that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Oh, that plunked him.
That hit him.
And that's
First
now
base.
twice he's been hitting this one. So up next, Connor Norby, 1 for 2. Over to first, and he's saved. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Line to left. And it stays fair. Edwards headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
J.D. Martinez stands in.
Foul.
Swing at a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And that one is inside ball 1.
One ball.
Norby
One
at
strike.
second with 2 down. And there's a
2-1.
ball. That
Ball
one
3.
missed.
He should get
Full
a
count.
pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Strike 3, got him swinging. They limit the damage. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Alex Call. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far.
No ball.
0 extra
2
base
strikes.
hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Now a slow roller to second. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And that's a fair ball.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Analogy.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
2 on, 1 out. Ahmed Rosario. Back to right. It's going to fall for a hit. Lyle rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead. Runners in the corners here. 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Andrew Chafin.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Stowers swings through it for strike 1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Cole Henry preparing to come on if needed. Ferrer warming up as well. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ramirez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Late swing fouled off. The Fish trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. De Los Santos now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1-2.
And that one almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Gets to it on to first. And it's in time for the third out. Bottom of the sixth. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball.
DeYoung gets his lead at first with nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Quick feed to second for one. Back to first, and that is a double play. Dylan Cruz digs in now.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Way upstairs, and the count is 1-1.
As a rookie, he's done a good job of stealing bases. Sometimes it takes players more time to build confidence to try it in the slightest. He just goes for it.
Swing Washington, but they still lead at 3-2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jose A. Ferrer.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Fought off foul. In the air out to center. Garcia on the move. Brings it in. One away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
That one out to right. Tracks it down for the out. And there's two away. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
That's to third. Throws to first in time, and that's the third out. Welcome back. Game summary. Enriquez back to work. Just missed. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Right side, Konai. And there's one down. Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Next offering upstairs.
2-0 to count.
Popped up. De Los Santos under it. Drops into the glove. And there's two away. So two down now, and here is Jacob Young. Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Just off the inside edge. That's to third. Whips it to Casas. That ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. And a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Cole Henry. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something and just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now here is Kyle Stowers. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
On the ground, out to short. DeYoung throws to first in time.
Now pitching for Miami.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Anthony Bender.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Garcia, batting with one down, takes a strike. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the sixth time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And misses inside. Lifted in the air, right field. Konai drifts towards it. And that is that. Kyle Finnegan comes out trying to close it out.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity, because that's when he pitches his best.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Looking to get the tying run on base. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Griffin Konai, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. His 12th of the season. It's 3-3. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Davison de los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, out towards right center. 2 down. Tristan Costa. The next up for the Marlins. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball out towards left center. Lyle sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We're tied now. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And now the count is even. Into the outfield, base hit. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Nasim Nunez.
Number 26.
Ball one.
Nasim Nunez.
And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw comes in, and the winning run moves up to second with nobody out. And now it's going to be Dylan Cruz. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. Winning run out second. No one out. Out towards right center field. Myers settles under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Safe at third, and a winning run is on the doorstep.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about.
Runners on the move, and he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And that's a foul ball. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that's in the dirt. One down, and the winning run at third. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there. Next to hit for the net. Now the Marlins
Pitcher for Miami. Number 43.
and that one hit to first. Down the line, and it's foul. And that's downstairs and outside.
One ball, one strike.
Up the middle, it gets through, that's it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Nationals 4-3.